speaking of your book, there's a chapter that I love it so much, the title and how you get into it. So I would love for you to unpack getting it wrong the right way.
I love a little wordplay moment.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this one was really important to me because, again, so much of the book comes from just seeing things done terribly wrong over and over and over and over again. And this is one that we're all familiar with. This is our third word of the day. The faux-apology. When I say that, you can probably guess what it is.
Oh, absolutely.
It's when a brand does something distasteful, they issue an apology, and it falls flat on its face.
100%.
I mean, I don't want to take it there because he doesn't need any more airtime, but I won't call him a gentleman. The man who was been on trial in New York recently did one of these when that video came. So that's going to help. I mean, it's a terrible thing to talk about, but it's going to help ground people.
Yeah, 100%.
And what makes a faux apology faux? You don't address what you actually did.
I'm so glad we're talking about this.
It's important.
So go ahead. You're not actually talking about the action that you did.
And it's all about you and your feelings. It speaks to your intent.
Yes.
Nobody cares about that when you're apologizing.
Nope.
We learned this when we were 5. But unfortunately, we get so bad at it at adults. It should center the party who is the victim in the case of a brand apology. Whatever the community is that you may have offended, or even if it's just your consumers at large. Not, well, we intended to. We had the best of intentions.
I'm sorry if you were offended.
Oh. I mean, that's just gaslighting. It's
Good
terrible,
Lord.
Right? And then it also should include what's going to happen next.
Yes.
This is the harder part because you don't always know. But even a statement of, here are the steps we're taking to figure out what's going to happen next is better than nothing.
Yeah.
Here are the steps that I'm going to be taking to make it right. You can imagine in the terrible analogy I just made what that would have sounded. It would have sounded a lot different than what actually happened, right?
Yeah.
And then there is a commitment to actually fulfilling that has to happen following the apology for it to not be a faux apology.
I love that, and this is one of my absolute passion points. I want to apologize. Okay. Go ahead. Your intention to apologize means, I want to give you $100. Check your pockets. Are you $100 richer? Well, then I guess wanting to do something's not the same as doing it.
I mean, it's such a good one. I love to use the word want. It reminds you of, when people say, like, I don't want to offend you, but I'm about to.
Yes, yeah, exactly. But now that I've cleared myself, like...
Fourth word of the day.
Oh, yeah.
What holds companies, brands, the decision-making boards, the PR teams that are advising these brands. Sometimes I'm like, really? You had a whole vendor that you paid God knows how much to tell you to do that?
Yeah. Oh, my Lord.
They suffer from what I call corporate fragility.
Boom.
It is a derivative of what we all learned about, circa 2020, white fragility.
Yeah.
And anybody can suffer from it. It is not related to any one particular community or race, right? But it is that groupthink, that mindset of we need to protect the hero. But remember what you just said. The hero is not the brand.
No.
The hero isn't the people who work for the brand. The heroes are the people who are affected by the brand.
Yes.
And so what can you do, not just to suit their whims, because that's another challenge, right? You can be a brand that wants to sort of align with who your audience is, and they might be on the wrong side of the coin. Bud Light's a good example. What can you do to elevate them from antiquated ways of thinking that are better for your bottom line in the long run?
Oh, I love that.
If you're a beer for everyone, why would you only want to be for some people? Doesn't make any sense.
Absolutely.
So help those people who don't get it, get it.
And the other thing is, whether you're a human or an organization, and I'm getting a little sad about the realizing this is like, if you've never really taken complete accountability for something you've done wrong and gone and given a full apology, you don't know the peace, the healing that you feel after that.
Absolutely. Oh, I love that you bring this up. It's such a flex. And some people might hear me and think, oh, she's so preachy. Does she always do everything perfectly? Absolutely not. I talked about LinkedIn. I'm a top voice there. I like to run my mouth about all things on that platform. And one of the things that I try to do very intentionally it's natural, but it's also intentional, and it's a learned behavior, is that when I get something wrong and I get called out for it publicly,
Yep.
I acknowledge and thank the person and then make the change. A very recent example,
I love that.
just make the change.
I love that.
If it doesn't cost you anything, why not just make the change, right? So I used to style my hashtag responsible marketing in all lowercase letters. And I think I was commenting on a post or in some interaction where we were talking about accessibility, one of the really important areas of responsible marketing that continues to get more and more attention. And I'm very happy about that. The person who I was in a conversation with said, well, actually, I love that you love this, but you're doing something that isn't good for the accessibility community. And that is using all lowercase letters in the hashtag. You should be using camel type. I think that's what they call it. So that's where you have the capital R and the capital M. So it's easier for people to read. That day, I started doing it. And I've been doing it ever since. It's that simple. I didn't have to defend myself. I didn't have to say that it wasn't my intention for my content not to be accessible to everyone. I just had to make the change and thank the person who gave me the advice.